So, 1 year in the NHS. It's been a year, a quick 1 year. Where did the time go? How come? I can't believe it's been a whole year that I left the care home and joined the NHS. I joined the NHS with all the doubts, all the fear. I've watched hundreds of videos on the salary, things to expect. Should I regret it? Comparison between NHS and care home. What should I do? Is it worth it? And I was worried. I was very scared. I'm back after 1 year. How did the time just run so fast? When was it when I came to tell you I was joining the NHS and I was leaving my care home? So today's video, we're going to be talking about my experience so far, my regrets, what I've gained, how I'm finding it, plan going forward if I'm in the mood to share. I left the care home after working with 2 care homes. One was not the best and the other was really wonderful. I love the care home, but then because I'm a real nurse, I decided I would join the NHS. For those of you who do not know, NHS are the government hospitals, National Health Scheme. They're the one who provide health to the population, health to residents and citizens of the UK. While the care homes are actually catered to people with disability. They have dementia homes, residential homes. It's just a place where you help people with the activities of daily living that they will not be able to do unaided. And as a nurse in such care homes, you have to give medications. I have a whole video I made about what to expect when you're working in the care home, part 1 and 2 actually. You take care of them. If they need medication, you administer medication as prescribed. If you have any problem, you either refer them to the hospital or you call the doctor, dietitian, podiatrist, physiotherapists. You invite specialists, diabetic nurses, teaching viability nurses. You invite them to the home to come and help you because you're limited to some things that you cannot do. So after working in 2 care homes, I thought, is enough. Let's drop this thing and just try the NHS. I've joined the NHS and it's already a year. So far, so good. I'm loving it. It's actually not as bad as I thought. When I was joining the NHS, the main problem was the salary. I've watched videos and I've seen large margin between, the NHS and the care home. So I was a bit worried that, look, I had not come to this UK to come and count sand. You know now we came to make the money, although nothing is a calling, but calling will not pay your bills. So we came here also to make a good living. So I was a bit worried about the salary drop. And to be sincere, I'm not going to lie to you. When I joined the NHS, I've shared my first salary in the NHS and it was bad. It was very, very bad. But that is mainly because I was on a very wrong tax code. I say very wrong tax code. That means 25% of my entire income was being deducted. I did not have the 12,500 waiver that I shouldn't pay tax on. And even when I was working with the agency, as an agency nurse, my salary was being deducted 41%, which is wrong. So I was on a wrong tax code. So my first 4 to 5 months salary was like, Gloria, hey, are you sure you will not go back to the care home? Are you sure you want to live your life like this as a broke person? Because the difference was obvious. I was having up to 500, 400, 500 difference every month, which is, a lot of money. But I can tell you categorically now that the salary difference is not that bad. I'll be giving you an updated version of my salary. I'm just waiting for something to ripen. I'll be giving you an updated version of my salary, what I currently earn, and you will see that the difference at the end of the day is not much. Once you join the NHS as a band 5 beginner, it is, the salary is a bit not so nice, especially with me being on a wrong tax code. It was very, heartbreaking. But the moment my tax code was adjusted to the right tax code, the salary difference is not great. It's not much at all. It's almost nothing much. Another thing I want you to also put into consideration is where I work in dialysis is an outpatient dialysis. That means my patient just come, they dialyze, they go home. We don't do nights. We only do core shift, which you only do maybe once or twice in a month. That means you're working up to 12 midnight. And you start earning more money from, I think, about 8 in the night. So if you're doing night shift, that's the when you get more money. I think a time and a half, that's what you get paid. I don't know. There's a way they calculate it. So bear in mind that working in the NHS, I've not been doing like core full night shifts. We don't work on Sundays. We don't work Christmas days, New Year days. See, and those are the days that gives money or that add more money to your salary. But I don't do those days. So you're going to see that difference as well in my salary. And although I do 12.5 hour shift, I've also dropped, I think, 1 day or some hours for my previous work. Okay, so that's where you will see the difference a little bit. Generally speaking, when it comes to experience, I've learned a lot. I run myself in courses like going to shadow ECG people, things like that, going to shadow phlebotomy. Like, I actually registered myself. I went to the radiotherapy section, and I'm like, I'm going to shadow you people for today. And I wore uniform and I was following them, helping them to carry their ECG equipment, just to give myself, more experience and that. And I've learned so much. The thing with NHS is, if you're ready to learn, as long as you keep pushing and you keep asking, keep checking the opportunity. And when it comes to relationship and having people to support you, I feel very, very supported in my NHS job, because I have people who think like me, who are also professional nurses, registered nurses. Some of them have been there for 20-something years. They have more experience than me. So they know me. Every time I'm running to them, I'm like, please, should I do this? Is that okay? I don't want to overrule your skill. But this is what I think from my experience, and they actually appreciate my contribution a lot. So I've learned so much from the doctors. Like, when you're speaking with professionals, you're learning from them. I'm not saying you're not going to learn when you're in the care home, but I'm saying there's no need for that much challenge, because somehow you've become the local champion. You're the one that everybody runs to. You're the one that gives all the decisions. But when you're in the NHS, you're almost like you're nothing. Because you're the new person in the building, you're the new band 5, you have to learn everything, and the system is different, the equipment are very different. So I had to learn. I've learned a lot in the scope of this 1 year. I actually have a whole notebook where I usually write the things I've learned or I'm learning. I will say I did not regret starting in a care home. Why I did not regret is this: when I started in the care home, I was very new. I came to Scotland with their very strong accent. I didn't understand a word they were saying. So I was able to transition then. Then I understood, when it comes to confidentiality, safeguarding, the rules, how to communicate with your GP, with doctors, requests, and medications, and everything. So I transitioned into the NHS from the care home, and it was actually a good step. I'm actually glad I took. I'm glad I started in the care home, because I had that soft landing that I did not expect too much for myself. Do you understand? So I transitioned from the care home to the NHS, and I'm actually not regretting any minute I spent in the care home. But will I go back to the care home? Not now. Not now. I don't see myself going back to the care home right now, because I'm loving the NHS so much that I'm actually aspiring. This 2023, I've got another aspiration that is cooking, and I'm so excited for that opportunity. I'm looking forward to growing myself, to improving my skills, because of the kind of work that is involved in the what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to be earning even more money. I'll be letting you know my updated salary over time. I'll let you know once I start that stuff, how much I'm earning when I start doing nights and Sundays and other shifts, so that you will see that the salary difference is not that much. And once you get salary increment, is something, so it begins to add up. By the time you get to the top of your band, you will see that the difference between you and somebody who is in a care home is not going to be that much. I know some people get a lot of money, like maybe £20 per hour. That's a lot of money, but I'm talking about normal £16-18 per hour. You can get it once you get to a certain level. And don't forget, you have all the maternity leaves, you have all the paid annual leave. Like this year, I still have 1 week to take. I'm on annual leave right now. I still have 1 week to take. I get over 7 weeks annual leave, paid annual leave. So you have more benefit in the NHS as well. What I usually tell people is, if you're coming and you want to work in the NHS, if you do not get the NHS job, it's okay, start in the care home. Start in the care home, because care homes bring people more compared to NHS are too slow. Even internet transfer can take you a whole month, like moving from one unit to the other. Talk less of you coming from your country. It is a lot of delay, dragging things unnecessarily. So if you can't get the NHS job, come with the care home, and then you can change your job. So far so good. I'm still loving it, and I'm aspiring. I'm changing things. I'm reading more. My school is finished, so I have time to do my thing, and I'm actually still enjoying the NHS. I'm not here to encourage you in case you have that dream and you're so worried, you're scared. I don't know the unit you'll be coming to. I don't know your experience, but this is my own personal experience. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. Subscribe. Let us reach, even if it is 50,000 subscribers. Okay, Biko? And share with your friend. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Until then, take care, stay safe, and